Kelsey's here with Shriners Children's Northern Cal. Good to see you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Yes, we're bringing up the energy here.
Stop with the woohoo. Let's go. Let's start with that.
Start with the woohoo.
All right. So we got some it's National Burn Awareness Week. It's coming up, right?
Yes.
That means a lot. That means a lot to you guys on what you do. Tell people a little bit about what we need to be thinking about as that week heads in.
Sure. So Shriners Children's Northern California is actually home to the only pediatric burn center on the western side of the United States. Burn Awareness Week is coming up February 2nd through the 8th.
Okay.
We partner with other organizations, including the American Burn Association, to make sure that all of our families are burn aware during this week.
Wow.
Burns that happen in the home are most common, so we want to make sure that everyone is aware of potential burn hazards and injuries.
And obviously one of the topics that we're all watching right down south, all the fires. That's what a lot of people think of when they're thinking burn, right? Like that
Sure.
It's coming from. But I mean, I know you're here to tell us there's lots of other things we need to be thinking about in the home with our little people, that people need to know.
That's right. So the kitchen actually is the most common place where we see burn injuries. So if we take a look over here on our table, something that you can be aware of with pots and pans, make sure to be using those back burners instead of the ones that are up front. And oftentimes we'll see families that have the handles of pots and pans here. That makes it really easy for a child to grab this and tip this over and spill hot contents over.
Absolutely. And
so
not just being, I know, that not just a child, because I make sure now to turn it that way too. I've done that myself, because I'll bump into it, I'll go like that. If the handle's the wrong way, I make sure to crank that handle.
That's rough.
Because you don't know, it's very, very bad.
Totally. So make sure those are turned towards the back.
Okay. That's the best way to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Something else that families might not be aware of, noodles actually have the potential to hold onto heat. So when a noodle falls onto your skin, it doesn't cool very quickly. It retains that heat. Noodles actually cause really terrible burn injuries for a child as well. Their skin is much thinner, so that's something to be mindful and aware of.
Okay.
These noodles that are in cups that you place in the microwave, super common for kids to put those in the microwave, pull it out themselves, spill the contents on their chest. We see a ton of burn injuries at Shriners Children's.
It gets so hot. You're right. It gets so hot, and they're not really aware of that.
It does. It does. So
right,
never leave kids unattended with those.
Good call. All right, out of the kitchen, maybe into where we're getting ready for our day. Some everyday products, household products we use.
That's right. So things like curling irons, hair straighteners, even blow dryers can retain heat. Lots of times we see that these cords are dangling off the side of the counter. Make sure to wrap all of those up, pull them away from little hands that can pull them down just because they're curious. So keep those out of reach for kids. Same with irons or household steamers. We want to make sure that those cords are tied up tightly and stored away.
You steam, Gary, or you iron?
Steam.
You're a steamer.
Yeah, got a steam going on too.
I thought you were a steamer. You look like a steamer.
The steam gets a little hot too, like you were just saying.
You got to be careful.
But yeah, you'd like to do the same. All right.
Well, I don't iron or steam. My husband does all that.
Oh,
look at that.
good job. Good job, husband.
You got a good one. You got a good one. All right. God forbid there is a burn. Somebody does get burned. You guys are do amazing things. Any sort of advancements and things that are new with you guys?
So a lot of people don't realize that Shriners Children's is also home to a research institute as well. It's one of the most prominent things that we research at our facility. The 6th floor of our hospital is actually dedicated to a research lab, and a ton of funding is invested for burn research specifically. Awesome. We're really lucky and proud to have the world's best burn surgeons.
It's right here in our backyard.
Right here.
It is.
In Sacramento. Yeah.
We can't leave out the coffee situation. I feel like that's what hot drinks.
That's right. So if you have little ones at home, it's also important to make sure that you're always using a mug with a lid. Be prepared and be aware that these can also spill and tip really easily. So even when you're at home, try to use a coffee thermos with a lid.
Got him.
There you go. That's how you do it. Throw it in here.
That's right.
Keep
it safe. Are there ways that we can help out the public, people who are interested in supporting? These cases are so tragic and often sad but luckily they have a place to land. But how can other people support and get involved?
We are always accepting donations. People can visit shrinerschildrens.org to learn more and also make a donation. Okay. But I also want to know if you guys are truly burn aware. And guess what?
We've got a game?
I have my own Studio 40 cards.
Who gave her the studio? Come on now.
That's right.
That's very hard to get your hands on these cards.
So we're going to see if you guys are burn
pop
aware.
Quizzes give me incredible anxiety.
I think you'll do okay.
I don't know what's
Don't
going
worry.
on. I'm going to go with B. Oh, no, we have to. All right, go.
Okay.
I'm
So what should kids do when transporting hot foods, such as soup, to the table or removing it from the microwave? A, do it by themselves.
No.
B, ask a parent or guardian for help.
For sure.
Or C, use an oven mitt.
I mean, the safest is
But you
B.
said by themselves. You said doing it by themselves.
Not by themselves.
Oh, B.
Yeah.
B, that's right.
Hey, I
very
said
good.
B before. I
One for one.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, one person in here that's clapping for us. We appreciate
And then,
you.
by the way, we have a full studio. This is fantastic.
All right, go on. Here we go.
All right, so we went over this earlier. We'll see if you can remember.
Okay.
What is one of the most common household burn injuries seen at Shriners Children's Northern California? Is it burn injuries due to barbecue grills? Is it B, burn injuries due to curling irons? Or is it C, burn injuries due to hot food or boiling water?
Yep. I'm going to go C.
C,
Yes.
that's correct.
Hey, let's go.
2 for
We know our
2.
stuff. We know our stuff.
We were
here.
listening.
Yep, we're listening.
All right, how about we do one more?
One more. Let's go.
Got time
Okay.
for one more.
True or false, you should always store a fire extinguisher that's easily accessible in the kitchen.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah,
It
you
has
have
to
the
be
blankets
true.
and things right now, but you want it to be access.
Those could be additional
Yeah.
things that you do, safety measures.
But then if it's in the kitchen too close, that maybe I don't know, maybe something happens with the combustion.
No, I'm
of it.
gonna say true.
I'm going to say true.
True, 3 for 3. A
Yes,
plus,
okay,
guys.
good.
A plus. So,
I like how we had
Prize-
to-
we're
we had to
prizes?
analyze the third one. I had to break it all down. Yeah.
really did.
because you've both done so well,
we
I'm
have
so
certificates.
proud to give you each a certificate of recognition.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we're giving
for
it to
being
us.
Thank you so
aware.
much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Really appreciate.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Thank you
well
all.
done.
I'd like to thank. Well, you. I'd like to thank you for helping us.
Anytime.
Oh my God, that's
That is
fantastic.
fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good stuff.
We're gonna frame these.
Perfect.
There's all the information about Shriners Children's Northern California right here in our own backyard. All the websites, socials, everything you need. Thanks for coming in. You always do a
Thanks
great
for having
job.
us.
Really appreciate it.
Great stuff.